Are you running Google or Meta ads and barely getting any leads? You're spending money, you're getting clicks, and then nothing. Maybe a form submission or two, but not nearly what you expected. Most people assume the problem is the ad platform. Maybe the targeting is off, maybe the budget is too low, but what if the real issue isn't your ads at all? What if it's your website? Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how your site might be silently destroying your advertising ROI and what you can do to fix it. Because if you're investing thousands of dollars to send people to your site, that site better be working hard to convert that traffic into actual conversations. Let's start with a common scenario. You spend $3,000 on ads. You get 600 clicks. That sounds great, but when you check your forums, only 3 people actually filled one out. That's a 0.5% conversion rate. And no, that's not normal. It's painfully low. But here's the thing, that's not the ad's fault. If someone saw your ad, clicked on it, and then bailed immediately, that means they had interest, but something went wrong on your site. This exact thing happened with a client of ours in Colorado. They were spending $5,000 a month on ads and getting just 1 lead before they came to us. At first glance, you'd think the ads weren't working, but once we looked at the website, the problem was clear. The form was long, clunky, slow to load, and just overwhelming. People were interested, but the site made it too hard to take the next step. Let's break this one down. There are several ways your site might be quietly killing your conversions, even if you're getting solid traffic. First up, your form is probably too long. We see this all the time. You're asking for the prospect's name, email, phone number, address, budget, timeline, square footage, project description, and sometimes even open-ended questions like, tell us about your vision for the space. That's not a contact form. That's a homework assignment. This is great if you're getting too many leads, but otherwise, it's too early to ask all these questions. Back to our client spending $5,000 a month. We made a simple change. We cut their form down to the essentials: name, email, phone, and project type. That's it. And guess what? Their conversion rate jumped immediately. Less friction, more results. The second silent killer is your call to action or lack of one. If your site says, contact us and nothing else, you're not giving people a reason to act. It's passive, it's vague. You need to make it clear, specific, and benefit driven. There's nothing wrong with having a contact page, but if conversion is low, try something like schedule your free consultation, download our remodeling cost guide, or get a free project review. Those calls to action tell people what they're getting and why they should care. Next up, mobile experience. This one is huge. Over 70% of Google and Meta ad traffic comes from mobile devices. So if your site loads slowly, looks jumbled on a phone, or is hard to navigate with a thumb, you're done. People just bounce. We worked with a builder in Utah on this exact problem. Their desktop site looked great, but on mobile, things broke down. Images were oversized, the navigation was clunky, and the layout was hard to scan. Once we optimized the mobile layout and improved load speed, retention went up, and so did conversions. Don't underestimate mobile. It's where your audience lives now. Another big mistake, sending people to the wrong page. If your ad is about kitchen remodels and you send users to your homepage, there's a disconnect. Your ad promised something very specific, and your site gave them something generic. That mismatch kills momentum. Instead, create landing pages that match the ad topic. A kitchen remodel ad should go to a page all about kitchen remodeling, with examples, trust signals, testimonials, and one clear call to action. The more aligned your messaging is from ad to page, the more people will stick around and take the next step. And here's something a lot of remodelers overlook. Your overall look, feel, and design could be turning high-end clients away. If you want to attract high-end design-conscious homeowners, your site has to look the part. That means clean design, modern typography, spacious layout, and sharp photography. If your site looks dated or cluttered, you're sending the wrong message. Think about this. A $500,000 project client is evaluating not just your work, but your professionalism, and your website is part of that perception. If the photography is low quality or grainy, if the layout feels homemade, or if the brand feels off, you're losing trust before the first conversation even happens. We've seen remodelers instantly elevate their perceived value just by investing in better design and stronger visuals. Showcase your best work. Hire a photographer, and show off your people, your process, and your craftsmanship. Every pixel matters when you're selling trust. So let's talk about some solutions. What can you do right now to turn things around? Start by running a speed test at Google PageSpeed Insights. Plug in your website URL, and if your mobile score is under 70, that's a red flag. A slow site crushes lead flow. Then simplify your forms, 3 to 5 fields max. Name, email, phone, and maybe one qualifying question like, what type of project are you planning? That's enough to start a conversation without scaring people off. Next, we want to add trust signals near your calls to action. That means customer reviews, industry badges, service area mentions, awards, anything that reinforces credibility. Don't make people scroll around looking for reassurance. Put it front and center. Then build dedicated pages for each major service: kitchens, bathrooms, additions, custom homes. Each one deserves its own focus page with relevant content and imagery. These pages should align with the specific ads that you're running, so there's a seamless handoff from click to conversion. And lastly, we want to track everything. You can use tools like Hotjar or Crazy Egg to watch how people interact with your site. Heat maps will show you where users are clicking, where they're scrolling, and where they're dropping off. Combine that with Google Analytics or HubSpot tracking to measure your real cost per lead. If you're spending thousands on ads, but your site isn't optimized to convert, you're basically paying for people to leave, and that's not sustainable. The bottom line, if you're investing in traffic, your site has to do its job. It needs to load fast, it needs to look sharp, it needs to match your ad message, and it needs to make it incredibly easy for someone to take the next step. Shorten your forms, fix your mobile speed, match your ads to the right landing pages, make your brand feel premium, and build a site that converts, not just one that looks okay on a laptop. If you want a quick website audit or a second set of eyes on your landing pages, feel free to reach out. We do this all the time and would be happy to take a look. We'll see you next time here on Builder Funnel TV.